meeting.
Hello.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, I can't see anything yet. Just bear with me. Oh, yeah, I can see. Hello, good morning.
Morning. Can you see everyone okay?
Morning, Pam.
Right. We'll make a start. Adult social care aren't coming because they are in training somewhere else. But they've shared an update with me, so I can pass that on in this meeting. So, we'll make a start. So, oh, by the way, Rebecca, this is Joanne Bolton. Gail is in a different meeting.
I know, Joanne, don't worry.
Brilliant.
Hiya.
Okay, good. Yeah, everyone, that's good. Right, just a quick update from social care then. So there's been a couple changes over these past few weeks or since the previous meeting. So there have been some worries highlighted around mum's mental health, and because of this, we are sort of advising for contact to be supervised
I'm
with
aware.
Ava until health are satisfied that you're progressing well and sort of taking your medication.
Sorry,
okay,
this is from who? Adult social care or CPN? Because
so this is our update. My update.
You were talking about adult social care, that's all.
Okay, no, this is from me. I'll share.
Right, okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So when I saw Ava in school on, must be Tuesday now, she was presented really well. She was very happy to chat with me. She did share some worries about not seeing mum, and she said she hadn't seen her for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
She thought, and it did make her upset about this. But she said that she did see you on Monday, Rebecca, which made her happy, and she felt good again.
Yeah.
And she has put down sort of her worries in a way to her not seeing you. But obviously we're not saying not to see each other, but just at this time we would want it to be supervised, because obviously worries have been raised around your mental health at the minute.
Okay.
So that's what Ava said. I did discuss with my supervisor about a referral to Compass. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they can support children with their emotional well-being and their mental health. And I think that will be really good for Ava.
I've tried this before with when I was in hospital. My doctor in the hospital said he was going to refer her because I was worried about her anxiety and stuff like that, which never happened, as you can imagine. Okay. No one did anything, but yeah, okay. Thank you for doing that.
Was that with Compass, or was it with somebody else?
It was basically, no, I've just said, when I was in hospital, the doctor said that he was going to refer her to the child team or whatever he saw suitable. He didn't recommend Compass, or he didn't say Compass or anything like that. He said that because I was concerned about her anxiety and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pop that referral in, and then
thank you.
What usually happens is we have sort of like a consultation with them, so we can discuss everything with them, and then they can have a think about what support they feel would benefit Ava and what work they can do with her. So I'll pop that referral in for her. There is also an app which I can set Ava up on. It's called Mind of My Own. It's basically, it's sort of a direct link to myself. So Ava's got access to this sort of regulated and secure app on her phone.
Oh, fantastic.
She can share any worries. She can share any like how her day is going with me. She can express her views with me.
Yeah, that's all brilliant.
And then it all gets sent to me. I can respond to her, and it's just sort of a different channel for me to communicate with Ava.
Oh, that sounds really good, Sydney.
Yeah, so if you're happy with me to sort of set her up on the app, I can do that.
Yeah, Pam, are you happy, Pam?
Yeah, I'm just concerned about Ava. She needs to see you, Becky.
I know. I
Spend some
agree.
time here.
Yeah, okay. I'll set her up on the app when I next see her. But yeah, I think that would be really good for her.
Yeah,
so-
also just Snapchat. Again, with school, with social services, you know the age range. That she's much more safe on Facebook, who's 13 now, the age is. It's just, I've seen things on Snapchat that I just don't think on what she's posting, and I've told school about this before. It's like, I spoke to yourself actually, wasn't it, Joanne? If I don't know if you remember, many years ago, a couple of years back, about Snapchat. And it's so dangerous. Trust me, I go on it, I get ads after ads after ads of randomers, and you don't know who she's accepting. I know Pam's got an app to make sure she's, safe, and it can see, monitor and everything, which is fine. But I just think it's appalling that social services know that all these kids are on these apps, Snapchat being one. I've seen things which I'll discuss at court. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's appalling that nobody, you need to send a letter out. It's a social it is actually a duty of care, isn't it, really, as a school, as social services, that that these kids are on these Snapchat things when they shouldn't be.
So what is she posting on Snapchat that's worrying?
Well, I saw her, the things. She was laid in a bed I think her dad had took her to Centre Park. She was in a room in a bed with another young lad. I don't know how old he was, but I don't know what they were doing, but I just don't know. I don't know, because I weren't there. Maybe they were doing nothing. Maybe it was fine, but are they staying in that room together? I don't know. I've got a screenshot of it. I just don't think that's appropriate at all at her age, But yeah, I mean, Snapchat. Yeah, no, I know, Pam. I'm not digging at you. But I just think as a school, as social services, you need to be buckling up with that, because Snapchat is dangerous. And this was when she was 8 years old.
Right. Okay. Obviously, social media apps have an age restriction on them, and what we would say as parents and as people that
it does have an age restriction. It does have an age restriction. I've googled it.
Yeah, and you need to be regulating her social media use.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
There are apps that you can get on your phone which sort of like mirrors her devices in a way.
Yeah.
Do you have those?
I get that, but you need to be going and sending letters out. I'm not saying go and get the social on everybody, but absolutely send some letters out and say, if this carries on, then we will be coming round to, because you have a duty of care. You're aware that there's an age range. Facebook's a bit safer because you can be 13 now. There's a new law, you can be 13 years old. But yeah, I mean, I just want to highlight that. I do think me and Joanne had a chat, and you did. We had a chat, and you said, I wish there was more parents that thought like you, actually, Joanne. I'm sure that's what you said.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's parents' responsibility, but we do try and make parents aware of the age restriction on these apps, but then it's up to parents to police it.
And up to the social services. You need to say to the social as well. But yeah, I know it must be very difficult. Yeah, but anyway, carry on. This is about Ava.
Yeah, I think I can have a chat with Ava about social media use, but it is also your responsibility as the main carers for Ava to make sure that she's being safe online. Yeah, she's not posting anything. I
can do that, because I know Pam's probably not too technical with these sort of things. I don't know, Pam, how good you are with, like social media. I don't know if you use it very often or whatever. I know.
I don't use it.
No, I know.
I only need to click on a button and I can see everything that
Yeah.
Ava's been looking at.
Oh, okay, that's
It's
good.
all on my phone.
I know,
That's how I
I know. She's told me Nano's got
Yeah.
yeah.
And if I think there's something on there that I don't like, I can just delete it off.
Yeah, well, I've got a few screenshots of what she's been posting, but I get what you're saying. I mean, last night she was posting about the girls that are in the secondary school, her friends, which is fine. She's got, a few friends maybe that are a year older, and yeah, but she's going to secondary school this year, isn't she? So.
Yes, yeah. Andy, you've got your hand up.
Does Ava actually need to be on any social media site anyway?
I think she
we
does.
seem to be up. Why is that?
Because all her friends are on it, Andy, and she doesn't in a way, but it'd be more distress for Ava at the minute because of the way the school and the adults, the social care, not, haven't dealt with it, and all her friends are on it, absolutely all of them. So that would be more.
Becky, it's not.
I agree with you.
Social care and the school do have a responsibility to inform people. Ultimately, the responsibility is the parents.
I agree. I've took it down, but now to cause her more stress,
there's very little that social care or
there is a lot they can do. There is a lot. Letters and say warnings. There's a lot they can do.
But they can't actually take the phone off the child.
No, I know, but they could send the social services round because, again, send a letter out. It's simple. You're not supposed to be on it. Then if they don't take the child off, then the social services could go and take a visit, and see. I don't know, but right now, Ava, that would cause her more stress if she comes off it, wouldn't it, Pam? Do you agree with that? If she could,
I agree, yeah, totally.
She would be more distressed.
We can have a chat with her about safe social media use, but at the end of the day, you also need to take that responsibility.
Yeah, I am. So don't make a big fuss. Yeah.
And she's not on any websites or any sort of platforms that are too old for her, such as Facebook. She's only 10 years old, and the minimum age range for Facebook is 13.
Yeah, and what's Snapchat? 18. So her cousins and her family are on there where you can sort of see better. But what I was going to say was, I get what you're saying, but again, you've got a duty of care, and if everyone's doing it, then maybe it should be left to social care and schools to deal with, because there's only so much that parents can do when all of them are on it. But anyway, let's move forward. We've got that. I am monitoring it. Don't worry. I've got screenshots. I support her. I ask if there's something that I feel like's a bit dodgy, then I'll ask her about it. I am doing my best. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can have that chat with her, but it also needs to come from
don't put her under any more stress, Sydney, please, because she's very stressed, and she wanted a new social worker the other day.
Okay, well, we can have a chat about that.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly share adults update.
Yeah, lovely.
So they told me that you've conducted an interview for a personal assistant now.
Yeah.
Which is successful, and this PA is set to start soon.
He set yesterday.
He started yesterday?
Yeah, sorry, started yesterday, yes.
Okay. How did that go? What did that
Fantastic. We did a lot. I'm in the process of setting up all the payroll, etc. So I'm really busy at the minute for him and all his insurance, because none of that's been sort of sorted out. He's aware of the future goals that I want to sort of achieve. We'd had a bit of a counselling. He had a look at my bills. We did lots basically, but yeah, he does Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he's got 8 hours split between those 2 days.
Okay, so about 4 hours each day.
Yeah.
What is it that he's going to be helping you with?
So lots of things. He supports spirituality. He's got a church that I went on Sunday out of my own free time, which was absolutely uplifting. His kids were there, his family was there. It was a proper church. His church in Home Hall, and it was really, really, really lovely. I'd love Ava to come along maybe one day if she ever wanted to. As it was just lovely. The kids were so happy and they were dancing, they were singing, if Ava ever wanted to go. I know one day in the future, obviously. It was really uplifting. Sorry, what was the question again?
What is he going to be supporting?
Yeah,
you with?
so he supports that kind of thing, but I just did that in my own free time, and it is a church. I took my Bible, etc. Also he does counselling, which is good. Books, so he can sort of do the payroll when it's all set up and stuff like that. I've had to fill in all the forms to set that up, obviously, because I'm the employer. He's going to help me take stuff to the laundrette, like clothes, etc. That we've sort of written a plan, but I haven't quite got there yet. I'm sort of writing week by week sort of instructions of what we're going to be doing for the set hours. But it's a starting point. But he's also going to be fighting for the rest of my aftercare.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
So he's going to support that.
Yeah,
Good.
there's loads of things, but yeah.
Okay. So it's mainly around like cleaning, budgeting. Is he going to be helping?
He's not a cleaner. It's not fair for a PA. I haven't got my house. He did do a bit like me and Andy and was it Joanne? We said we were going to try and get the carers to stay because they have got a small domestic side to things, but they're not really getting much done. Like I said, one day one man turned up and squeezed the mop with his hand. Yeah, so but I mean they're lovely people, but
yeah. Is your PA gonna help with budgeting as well?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay, great. What's his name?
Regis Mukwata, something like that. I did send lots of interviews out to other people, but nobody turned up or nobody replied. So, and to be honest, I think it was probably meant to be anyway, because he is a really lovely man. He's got a wife, 4 children, and yeah, what can I say?
Yeah, it took you a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's sorted. All right. Also from adult care, a breathing space referral has been made.
Just in time.
Yeah. So, have you had any contact with them, or are you still sort of waiting?
I've got the breathing space set up. I just need to put the debts in. So that's one thing that I did discuss with Regis, but we didn't have time to do that first day. I knew the first day was going to be a bit, we'd set sort of goals, but we've got to get to know each other. Andy, I've given him your number and to say if you've got any concerns. He did want to read some notes if possible. So, but yeah, Sydney, yeah.
You would have to give your permission for that.
Yeah,
I'd have to see how we're fixed through confidentiality law.
Yeah, I don't.
So I'll look into it and see where we
I
go.
know my notes are being sent off to the solicitors about when I was gang raped at the minute, so I don't know how that'd work. So
okay,
yeah.
If it's notes about your mental health he wants to see, I can give him a verbal handover. That's absolutely no problem.
I mean, yeah, if you could print a few like recent, I don't know, recent admission, I don't know what you can do, Andy, on those computers.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
If he wants to talk to me, tell him to give me a ring.
Okay, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. As long as I've got your permission to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely, like I say, yeah.
All right.
And that was it from adult social care.
I don't feel like they've done enough, to be honest, Sydney. I feel like they've declined everything. I mean, I went into hospital. Yes, I got sectioned, but when I went in to see Dr. Paul Rowlands the next day, he said, "You seem a lot better. We can get you some aftercare this time because you didn't get it last time." And it was meant to be a short stay. I absolutely sat there very patiently most of the time, sat in a bed looking at a wall for 10 months in a PQ to come out to no aftercare for 6 months. So this has had an effect for me forever. And that's where my sort of anger comes from, that I spent that much time. But yeah, again, nothing, what can I say, but I want to see Ava soon because I miss her.
Yeah. So we'll go around each professional now.
Yeah.
Gather updates, and then we'll come to yourself, Becky and Pam. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Andy, can we come to you for an update, please?
Becky is still a little bit hypermanic, in my opinion. She's not as hypermanic as she was 3 weeks ago when we were looking at getting her into hospital. But there's still some elements of rapid speech, some quickly switching between subjects, not focusing very well on what we're doing. So at the moment, we're just keeping an eye on it.
Can I just say
coming out to
something?
see you 2 to 3 times. You can say whatever you like.
Yeah, no. You've got to understand that I have been left to sort my own aftercare out.
You have.
And I'm sorting, you have no idea how much I have to do for that aftercare. So when you turn up and I haven't had the aftercare, and I'm, like I've already said, and I'm in a rush because I've got things to do, like when you've got 4 kids, like I keep saying, if you had 4 kids and you're trying to get them ready to school, you're a bit like manic, aren't you? So when I'm opening the window saying, "Look, I'm just in a rush, I'm sorry, I can't speak right now," then that's sort of why it comes across that way. When I'm with Ava, I'm chilled. When I'm out, I'm chilled.
Which is why I think at the minute, for me, I think that the visits still need to be supervised, love.
Yeah, I agree. No, that's fine. That's that. I don't.
And I do think you need to be having your visits.
Yeah.
I think they need to be supervised.
Well, that's your opinion, Andy, but I don't think you quite understand. Have you got any children? I mean, I know you've got loads of dogs.
Children,
yeah.
I've got grandchildren.
Oh, wow.
So.
But I don't know if you know me very well, and I have brought Ava up for a large proportion of her life and done very, very well, and I'm actually a lot better than I've ever been before, so...
What I would like to say to you is, if we take it steady, it might be a long-term thing, rather than rushing into it and ending up with you back in hospital again, which is what we don't want.
I'll never end up in hospital again, I know that.
Well, I hope you don't.
No,
right.
Yeah.
But that's where we stand at the minute. We're seeing Becky 2-3 times a week. Once, at least, we're going to make arrangements, and then at least once we're going to just call in as a cold, because Becky herself knows that she can, and I said in outpatients that I can put the mask on and take it off. So we sort
There's
of...
no mask on, I'm ruthlessly honest at the minute, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, so that's where we are at the minute.
All right, thank you. Becky, why is it that contact's not happening at the minute?
So at the minute, like I've said to yourself, I said, could a PA or a carer be available to supervise? Me and Pam sort of I sort of rung Pam the other day, didn't I, Pam, when we were meant to meet up, due to the fact, basically, let me just reflect back. Now, when I was told I was allowed no supervised access, it was due to a miscommunication that Ava had seen a soldier in the house. That was absolutely incorrect. That I absolutely never said that. I was meant to be going on a date after I'd seen Ava with a soldier. which is not against the law. You know, I thought maybe that'd work out if, you know, because they're not going to be around, you know, half of the time, you know, so it'd just be me and Ava. So that's where it stemmed from. But why I'm not seeing her at the minute is because I haven't found anyone. I know I've got Pam. Pam's probably wanting to assist that. Supervised care, I don't know. Supervised access, sorry. But my mum's sort of dealing with a lot. I've made up with my mum, sort of, but she's got a lot on at the minute with my stepdad's mum, who's had a fall and is in hospital. So she's very busy. I don't have many friends because a lot of the friends that I used to have were on drugs. You know, I don't see even NHS workers, let's put it that way. So, yeah. So, I mean, what can I say? I'm doing my best. I'm happy to go with Pam if she'd accept me back. But
I got a problem with that,
I know, I just got a bit upset because Ava couldn't understand why she couldn't see me on my own, and I was in a rush anyway to a job centre because I had an appointment there. But yeah, I mean, I've got a Valentine's present to give her as well. I know she's bought me a lot, or you know, she's so thoughtful, isn't she? Like, she just wants to shower people with gifts.
So, obviously, from what I understand is you've not seen Ava for a couple of weeks, apart from seeing her on the Monday. But prior to that, it was all sort of being supervised by Pam. Why has that now stopped and changed?
No, it was unsupervised. Can you not remember?
Yeah, it was unsupervised.
It was unsupervised, and then it changed. I had a phone call to ask me not to let Ava go with a mum unsupervised.
What, and why was that again, Pam? Can you remember? Because it was because of the soldier thing, wasn't it, or something you said?
That was them. It were two nurses that came to your house, and you were talking about two soldiers. I don't know. I went there. I didn't listen to the conversation.
No, they just miscommunicated it. Yeah.
I never
Appalling.
mentioned any soldiers.
Absolutely.
To Ava.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Absolutely appalling miscommunication. I'm sorry. All
I said where I've been advised not to let you go with your mummy today, unsupervised. So it were all my fault anyway, not your fault, Becky. It were my fault. I wouldn't take her.
No, I know, no. It's not your fault. You're following instructions.
No, but I'm saying from Ava's point of view.
Yeah.
So where she's got soldiers from, I don't know. But Ava knew about these soldiers.
Oh, no. I said, Ava, I might be going on a date, you know, just because we like, she's got a little boyfriend, hasn't she, Charlie Booker? I don't mention many people to her, but I said I might be going on a date. What do you think? And that's okay. I think she's in secondary school this year, so, you know, she's on Snapchat. Nobody can, you know, argue really with me that, you know, if you're going to allow and know about, you know, social services and school, that she's on an 18-year-old website, Snapchat, whatever. But yeah, I mean, we do have a chat. I said, Mummy's might be going on a date after I've seen you. I would never ever have anybody in the house while she is there. That's why I've always been. So yeah, that's it. But that was the reason. That's what started it.
That happened quite a few weeks ago. I'm guessing like around 3 weeks ago now. So have you not seen Ava since?
I've seen her at the door. And that's it. She's heartbroken. What can I say?
Right.
Okay. I'm heartbroken.
You know she hasn't seen her because, Sydney, I've been ringing you every day because I've got a 10-year-old little girl here that's desperate to see her mum.
Yeah.
That was my phone call to you. And nothing's been done in 3 weeks. And I took it upon myself to take Ava down to her mum's. And Mum had a visitor in at that time.
That was the carers.
I don't care when she wants to go, I will take her.
Yeah, and as for Andy to sit there and say he likes burlesque women to me, I find absolutely inappropriate. So I'm fuming at all the services. Sorry, I'm menstruating at the minute and I'm tired. So forgive me if I'm a bit angry and passionate about my daughter.
Oh, of course, yeah. Pam, I was under the impression that when we have had these conversations, that you would be supporting to supervise this contact.
I will supervise Ava anytime she wants. It was Becky that was shouting at me because
Yeah.
I said, I can't bring Ava. I've been advised not to leave her
Yeah.
with you on your own.
Yeah,
And I'll bring her and supervise her.
yeah.
And Becky didn't want that.
It's not
She
just
wanted
that,
to
Pam.
take it
Ava
on
didn't
her
want
own.
it either, did
I can
she?
understand.
Yeah, Ava didn't want it. So then I got upset because Ava's like, why, Mummy, does Pam Nana have to be there? You know, I want to spend time with you because she is safe with me. And we,
I
you know,
don't
yeah.
think she's not, but it's
Yeah.
that chance we take Becky into.
Yeah, yeah,
If I'm
absolutely.
advised
Yeah,
not to let her come
yeah,
without supervision,
yeah, yeah.
I've got to abide by the rules at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm looking after a 10-year-old
Yeah.
vulnerable child.
Yeah, I agree, Pam, and it's disgusting. It's just, yeah.
But Pam, it's important that you understand why we are suggesting
I do
this.
understand why, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
you're not
understand
answering
why
the
Becky
phone,
didn't-
Sydney. You're not answering the phone to Pam. You know, so
And
you,
I
can't-
whenever I see a missed call, I try and phone back as soon as I can. I'm not always available because I'm in meetings, I'm on visits and things like that.
do we
but I
need another social worker then, or what?
Why would you need another one?
Because if you're not available, then we need to get Ava's, you know, sorted. You know,
And then, but I contact you back when I can.
but
Becky.
3 weeks, Pam said. She's been trying to contact you for 3. How long is it,
I
Pam?
spoke-
Yeah, but under that 3 weeks, I've still been advised not to let Ava come.
Yeah,
unsupervised.
okay. Yeah, I agree.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's not
right.
that there's not been any contact. It's the
No.
advice that I'm being
No,
given.
I mean, how often have you been trying to ring Sydney?
Well, for the last 2
Pam
weeks,
earlier
I've
this
rung
week.
her like nearly every day.
Have you had? Did she answer?
And I've had an answer, yeah. and
Oh,
it's
right. I
still been the
thought
same.
you did say before that you've been trying to contact.
I have rung a couple of times and not got
Okay,
Sydney. And then I
okay.
rang again,
That makes
and
sense.
another girl answered in Sydney's place because Sydney were off or in a meeting or something. But she did reply, but it weren't Sydney.
Okay,
But the answer was the same.
okay.
Right, okay. If I
Because you
do
have
miss a
contact
call, I
Monday,
will try and ring
Wednesday,
back as
Saturday
soon as I
or
can.
Sunday.
Ava is really important. From the
Yeah,
moment
and
she
on
was in
them
my
days-
womb.
On Monday, I ring
Yeah.
I ring Sydney, and on Tuesday I ring Sydney, and on Wednesday I ring Sydney because Monday and Wednesday is your contact days, and I want to know what's happening with Ava.
Mm.
And
I-
then Saturday
yeah.
or Sunday, so I need to ring Friday because
Yeah.
there's nobody in office Saturday or Sunday. So I'm not just going to turn up and let Ava go on her own if I've been advised not to do
Yeah.
that. But I will come and supervise. I
Yeah,
don't have to hold your hand.
Yeah,
I can
no,
be
no.
behind you. I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to be in your pocket.
yeah, like this, Pam.
Yeah, I'll
Binoculars.
walk behind you. I don't mind.
What I was going to say, I've just been very, very busy.
When you had Ava last time and you were down bottoming next and that, I parked in car and I know exactly where you were.
Yeah,
Because
because
it's my peace of mind as well.
yeah,
Becky,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Do you know we saw Dr. Carley, one of my old cam psychiatrist, actually when we were next, and I said hello, and she said hello to Ava, but that was nice. But yeah, that was in next when we was coming out.
Okay. Andy, you've got your hand up.
We can't
You're on
hear
mute.
you.
Can I just say the whole soldier thing's been blown out of proportion?
Yeah.
It were nothing to do with Becky having a date with a soldier. It was about Becky's mental state at that point. And we were actually having people going out and seeing Becky 7
Yeah,
days
but
a
you
week
can imagine when
because
I've
we were trying to get her into a
Bear with
hospital
me.
bed under a CTO.
Wow. Bear
And
with
there
me
were
when
no
I've
hospital
got
beds.
when I've got
So
carers in the
that's why we
house.
That's why we asked about supervised again.
Yeah.
Because Becky was extremely unwell and we were trying to get her in hospital.
I wasn't
It
extremely
was nothing to do
unwell.
with the soldier. That's
didn't-
just been a bit that's been picked out and fed back.
Yeah,
And
can I
where we
just
are at the minute,
say,
Pam, is the fact that Becky is a little bit better than she was, but in my opinion, is still not well enough to have unsupervised visits.
yeah, that's fine.
And, you know, we're just going round in the same circles about 117 aftercare that weren't there, which is true, and imaginary soldiers.
Imaginary soldiers, sorry?
Imaginary soldiers dates from nurses. It's not. The truth is that Becky was unwell at that point to such an extent.
Can I just stop you right there? I was not unwell. I had a carers in my house cleaning. I had CPNs in my house. So yes, I'm a bit frantic because I'm trying to tell the carers what I need doing. I'm trying to discuss with the CPN what's happening. What more do you want from me?
Sit down and listen to him instead of trying to put your voice.
I'm angry, Pam. I'm a bit angry.
I know, you need to just listen and calm down a bit, Becky.
Yeah, but when you're telling me I'm unwell and I'm saying, look, I had carers in my house, I had the CPN in, and you're telling me I'm unwell, Andy, I'm just a bit like trying to organise things that haven't been organised for me that should have been.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone has raised a concern about your mental health, Becky, we have to take that on board.
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah.
But again, like Andy, don't ever talk to me about you liking burlesque ladies and don't lift your top up. You know, when I'm just pointing at when I was literally just pointing at the dryer, like I'd ever want to lift my top up at you. So if you feel that way, that's fine. But I think that is absolutely.
Becky, at the moment, I'm fetching a chaperone with me every time I come because of these accusations.
Yeah, they're not accusations, you know, Andy. I've got it on record, actually.
You're recording everything at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
And I have not done anything unprofessional. But what I'm going to say to you is, all these things that you're doing at the moment are showing that you're not particularly well.
Okay.
Aren't they?
Well, no, that's what happened and that's what you said, so that's fine.
Right, okay. So this contact with Ava, Pam, are you able to assist with it being sort of supervised?
Yes.
Going forward. Becky, if there's anybody else that you feel can help, they absolutely can. I would just need to have a conversation with them prior to it, so they understand what is expected of them. But that is up to you to sort of find those people.
I've been doing my best. Like but like I said, I wasn't sure how Pam felt at the time because I sort of got upset, you know, because Ava got upset because she didn't understand why she couldn't see me alone when she knows she's always expressed to you, I'm sure, that she feels safe with mummy and fine, you know. But yeah, that's fine if Pam can assist. Sorry, Pam, for the other day. And
no problem.
Yeah.
It's water under the bridge.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Ava's the main one.
Absolutely.
And her needs should be prior to everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously in the court order that you would both have by now from your solicitors, that's got the listed days in which the judge recommended. I think it was
Monday, Wednesday, Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. So try and stick to those sort of days, just so Ava's got a bit of a routine. And things like that.
Can I ask a question? When, if obviously this supervised contact goes well with Pam, and Pam expresses that she feels it goes well, when can it be unsupervised again?
So if you're feeling it's going well, that's great. Keep letting me know. Keep updating me. But we need to see sort of a positive change in your mental well-being, Becky.
Yeah. Okay.
For us to be sort of confident that Ava's not going to be subjected to anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. That's fine. Yeah.
It's important that everyone's kept updated. Everyone communicates with each other. Family communicating with each other, especially.
Yeah. And yourselves, absolutely, because this is why I'm sort of recording things, because no, the communication is absolutely appalling. So yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we just need to be mindful that obviously we want things to progress. We don't want this to
They
be
will.
supervised forever.
They will.
But it also you need to be working with your mental health team to make sure that your mental health is in a place where
And I
you
do.
can see Ava again unsupervised. Okay.
And I do, yeah.
Yeah, Andy.
Can I just express that if you are recording things, which is absolutely fine, you are not putting them on social media?
No, I'm
Because
not.
I
They're
do
not.
want to be identified.
No, they're not on social media. Don't worry, they're for court purposes and my solicitor's purposes. That's all.
Right.
Right, okay. Are you actually recording them on your phone or something?
Yeah.
You've not got anybody's permission for that?
I'm not bothered. Take me to court, because I believe that if there's no communication, you know, you have permission to write your notes about me. Why shouldn't I have permission to actually record the actual evidence of what was said?
Confidentiality, Becky.
Yeah. All right, whatever.
We
But
need to, you know,
I
speak
do
to
let
solicitors.
let people know most of the time that they, you know, you do realise I'm recording this. So yeah.
Are you recording this meeting?
No.
Right, okay. Shall we come to an update with school, please? You're on mute, Gail. Gail, you're on mute. There we go.
I think everybody here wishes I were on mute. Right. Ava's attendance is 87.69%.
Yeah.
That is purely because she had that 2-week holiday at the beginning of the school year. She's had 1 day off ill since then, so we're not particularly concerned about her attendance. She has been quite unsettled over the last few months, weeks. Very anxious around the SATs, because we've been doing some practice SATs papers. She has been quite anxious about that. I would say she constantly seeks out adult company, support in school, reassurance. She's sort of, I would say she's dropped a little academically to where she was. She's come down a little bit, but I think that's because she's worrying about everything.
And not only that, she's put under that much pressure. They're learning sign language at, you know, year 4 or 5, and she's got all this to deal with at home, you know.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
The sign language is not. It's not a lesson. It's we do that as fun. We don't do it as a lesson. It's as fun. Yeah. You don't have to do it. You can just join in if you want to.
Yeah.
So that's not a lesson. But there is quite a lot of pressure regarding SATs.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the law says they've got to do it, and they've got to do it. We try to make it fun for them and sort of, you know, like as fun as it can be.
Okay.
But she is under quite a lot of pressure. She's missing not seeing her mum. She does miss not. Joey says when she's not seeing you, she misses you. She didn't understand why she couldn't see you without supervision.
I just want to say, Pam, if you want to come to mine, supervise, and I can help her do her homework and just support her with, you know, SATs or whatever, and just get her back up, like if that's something we could do on one of the days, because I have offered to her over the phone, do you want some help, Aves? And she's busy talking away on Snapchat, and there you go. So get them off Snapchat, ladies.
She'll only let you in when she wants you to.
Yeah. So, but I mean, she needs to focus on it. We want her to do well. Saying that, she might blossom soon, and she might do really well in secondary school, regardless of her SAT. So,
I always tell the children that they're not testing them. They are checking that the teacher has done their job.
Yeah.
Don't you be worried about it,
I-
because it's not about the kids. It's about the checking that we've done what we should have done.
Yeah, she was
So that the
really
children know
upset.
what we should know.
She
She
was,
can't understand why she has to do these tests, and my explanation
Yeah.
to her was, it's to see where you fit in when you go up to secondary
Yeah.
school, because everybody's learning ability is different.
Different,
You
yeah.
might be at top of class, you could be in middle of class, you could be at bottom of class. But until you've done this little test, nobody will know where you stand, and that's the reason why they do SATs.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
she,
that's
she,
my
ne-
explanation.
she,
You go through a life doing tests, don't you? But this is like the first time that these children have probably had to sit a proper test.
okay.
So
Yeah.
it's
She
quite a
was
lot of
upset
pressure.
about her score. She was very upset about her score because it was very low, and I tried to reassure her, and it's okay, but it was a very low score that she got.
These practice tests are to see where, because they don't have the SATs until the end of May. So these practices that they've been doing is to see what we need to look at to help them.
Well,
So we're not bothered if they're scoring lower than what they want to score. We want to see what's happening with them and where they are.
I know, yeah.
So we can sort of, and I've told them not to worry about these practice stats. That's to help us. It's not going anywhere else.
And just one more thing, when I spoke to her a while back, she did say, Gail, she feels like she's forgotten that what she's going through. That's probably not true, but like she feels like she's been forgotten about. Like, you know, she used to go and have a bit of extra care, a bit of extra treatment. Still does, yeah. She just said, I feel like no one, she says she feels like no one's supporting her anymore. Her teacher's a bit.
She comes every morning and she comes every afternoon.
Yeah.
And she spends a lot of time with either me.
Yeah.
And then we have her in nurturing afternoon, so she's having that extra time, Rebecca.
I think she's
got a lot on her mind.
I think she mentioned that she always gets the blame now in certain class, not with yourselves, but with her specific teacher. I don't know, I can't remember her name now, but she said that she felt a bit like they were always taking the other person's side on whatever's going on. I don't know. I said, look, just don't if you don't like somebody, go and play with somebody else and stay apart and just be civil. Simple.
She's not come to me regarding any arguments or falling out. So it can't be anything. And if the teacher thought it was something serious, Becca, she would let me know, and I'm not aware of it.
Well, maybe can you just have a chat with the teacher and just say, look, go easy on her, because she really is going through so much. She really is.
But she's not falling out with any peers at the moment, because she's
she's got friends now, secondary school friends or something.
She's definitely not been happening in school.
The only thing she's told me about is she's helping a little lad who's living with his dad or something. I said, that's nice and kind.
She's very kind.
She is kind anyway.
Yeah,
she is. She's thoughtful, but she's two adult thoughts in her head. She needs to come down a peg or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
But no, she is kind. She doesn't present any issues in school other than we worry about her emotional health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, she doesn't cause us any issues at all. She never has. She's always, she does what's expected of her. She's beautifully presented.
She is.
She does the best she can, but we have noticed that her mind is full of things.
Yeah.
And that worries
So
her.
Sydney,
she
please.
talked to me and Miss Harrison about saying that she was hearing voices and that
I've said this for ages.
She's not sure whether she's got the same mental health problems as you, Becca.
Yes, I've expressed this before and been discriminated for it. It's a genetic. You remember, she was in my womb. I was taking medication at the end of the pregnancy. It can be genetic, you know.
I don't know whether she's read up on it or somebody's talked to her about it, but she was talking about being worried about that.
Yeah. So Sydney, please do the referral ASAP, whatever that is. And if she needs, I know her little friend has ADHD. I'm not bothered if she needs something to calm her anxiety, because I know how bad it is. If anyone suffers with anxiety or has his voices, it is horrendous. So if she needs to go to CAMS, or if she needs that, like the doctor said he was going to refer about 4 years ago, which probably wasn't necessary, I don't know at the time, but it was never done. It was never done for Ava, and I can only do so much. You know, I'm not I know I'm not a magician, but I've passed on the message. I've done my best. So now, if somebody could absolutely, I'll ring the doctors myself if I need to. But
Yeah,
if she does
that's
need a
okay.
tablet to calm her down or something, or some,
Why would she need to take tablets, Becky? That's
well,
ridiculous.
some kids
She's
do,
10-year-old. You
some
don't
kids
give
do,
people
some kids do.
10-year-old
I get that,
tablets
Pam.
to ruin the liver.
Absolutely.
She is a responsible child. She
Yeah.
thinks she's 18 in head.
Yeah, she does. But I
And
agree.
she takes everybody's problems on board.
She does.
So
She does.
This is what I've told her.
She
She needs
does.
to back off, let people sort their own problems out. She doesn't need Ava. They don't need Ava to sort the problems out for them.
Yeah, last
And
thing
that's
I
where
want is
everything
Ava
goes
taking
wrong.
tablets. But she needs something to calm her, whether
That's
that's a
ridiculous.
herbal. Her anxiety is through the roof sometimes, and I know
Well,
that.
you find her something to do, like I did all weekend. I took her skating
It,
on
but
Saturday.
that can be overwhelming as well, Pam. That can be a lot. You know, it can be for somebody like me.
Child again.
If
She's
you've
a
got
child
worries
with
about
a pair of skates on a skating ring, skating round to music, dancing, that's what I'm doing out.
Yeah,
On a bum and
she's
squealing. That's what a child
yeah,
should be
yeah,
doing at 10-year-old.
yes,
Not worrying about
Yeah.
adults and adult conversations.
yeah,
I
and
think if you are worried about her mental health, sort of
Yeah.
anxiety, and if these voices
Yeah.
in her head are sort of manifesting into something else, she needs to be seen at the GP.
yeah, I think she's just exhausted, isn't she? Like, and I get Pam, I agree, like taking her ice skating and whatnot, but she's exhausted. She must feel exhausted, like. But that's fun. It's great fun at the time, but from that, I find it if she's talking about she feels like she's got voices or whatever, it is exhausting at the end of the day because you have to reflect and it goes, it's not very nice.
Well,
but yeah, I understand.
If you put that down as an action on the plan, can
So
somebody...
do you talk to Ava, Becky, about voices in your head?
No.
Do you think
No, I don't. I don't talk to her about voices in my head. I do not talk to her about voices in my head. That's why I wear the mask in front of Ava when I'm poorly.
Right, okay. Can we put on the plan for Ava to be seen at the GP for some support for mental health? I can
Thank
still do
you.
the referral to Compass. But
Yeah.
if there are worries that she's got anxiety, she's hearing these voices, obviously, it could be hereditary, like you said, Becky.
Yeah.
She needs to get that medical support.
Last thing, I took her to the doctors a while back and she had a blood test. Now that blood test come back very not great. So, and I did speak to Pam about this, and Pam, you said, why does she need a blood test? Again, which they wanted repeat bloods. I've got the letter, it made me cry because they'd wrote it so wrong. They'd listed a lot of things, they'd got it wrong. But yeah, she needs a health checkup. She really does because of those blood tests. I can't remember exactly. What is it now? It was a very it was a term that I can't pronounce. Esophagus. I can't. No, something like that. I'll have a look for the letter. But if she needs to have a blood test, then she needs a blood test. Again, they did want one again. So, but Pam said,
blood test, what for?
She wasn't very well. I can't remember what was up with. This was years ago, and I was trying to manage it, and everybody.
Pains in the stomach.
No, I can't remember. No, it was something to do with a poo, actually.
Well, that's the diet then, isn't it?
Well, she's always had a healthy diet with me. I don't know what she's eating at yours. I'm sure she's eating healthily. I don't know. I cook very well, but
Who's going to support Ava to go to the GP about her anxiety and these?
Well, me and
mental
Pam
health
could do that together maybe on one of the days, or maybe just Pam. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can do it together, and then if I'm not happy, I'll take her on my own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Together.
'Cause,
And
yeah.
if
But can you
I'm
write a
taking her
letter?
wedding next week, I'll take her again on my own.
Could we have a letter prepared for the GP? Because a lot of the time you go to the GPs and it just makes things a lot worse.
What do you
So
mean a letter?
a letter why she needs to be seen, so you conduct that, because I've got a lot of things to do with setting up my PA, my aftercare for Ava, and so if somebody could just write a letter maybe
That's
to
that's what you'll explain to the GP though, what support she needs.
Ava can talk for herself, can't she?
yeah
That's what Ava can do as well.
Yeah.
Speak to
Yeah.
the doctor.
okay.
You don't need a letter.
Yeah,
from her,
maybe
she
we'll
can
just
even-
explain about the blood test previously and if they still need to go. Also about mental health is feeling a bit, I'll figure it
that's
out.
what-
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what needs to happen in that,
Yeah.
appointment.
Well, her mental health at the moment is strained because of her not being able to see you.
Yeah.
Becky. Her mental health is fine. When
Yeah,
she sees you.
there you
So I
go,
can't
yeah.
see what all this blood test and everything else is for. To be fair, she's never mentioned voices. in her head to me.
Esophagus. What's esophagus? Andy.
Never heard of it.
High esophagus. I know you're not a practitioner, but you're a
I was going to
nurse.
say, I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, it
Never
listed a
heard
lot of things. Mm.
Was maybe something to do with your esophagus, which is
No,
your
no,
throat.
no. I'm going to Google it now. Just bear with me.
Well, I'm coming round tomorrow, so show them with the letter
I
tomorrow.
don't know if I've still got it because Jade, my sister, chucked a lot of information out. But I'm happy to ring the GPs because they'll have it on their system, won't they?
They will.
It was esophagus or something like that. I can't pronounce it. High in
I've
that.
no idea.
Yeah.
Right, Pam, we've not got an update from you. Can you share how Ava's getting on at home?
Yeah, she's fine. She needs her mates round a lot. She don't like spending time on her own at the moment, and I think that's because she's missing her mum.
Yeah.
Like we had 2 girls round here last night. I took them both home at 7:30. But yeah, she's okay. She's eating all right. She's getting up in the morning. She's going to school.
Yeah.
She's settled at night. She goes to bed. She'll have a shower. I don't even have to ask her to go in the shower now. She'll go in on her own. Yeah, she's all right. She's settled at home.
She curls her hair every morning, ready for school.
Oh yeah, she has to doll herself up. She's got a boyfriend now, so she's
Full of
interested.
beautiful ringlets.
I know I had to order all these presents for her off TikTok or whatever, TikTok shop.
Yeah.
That that she wanted. It was her money. She'd saved it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of her.
yeah.
All right. I don't think there's anything else.
I haven't been asked for an update.
Have I not?
No.
Have I not? Oh, sorry. I thought I did. Share your update, please, Becky.
Yeah. So I know I've been interrupting, but I haven't been offered an update.
Go on.
Yeah.
Your opportunity, sorry.
Yeah, no, like I say, I think I have been communicating with Ava. She's been a bit slow with replying because she's probably busy with her friends, which is great. But bear with me, my alarm's going off. Let me just turn that off. Bear with me, dismiss. Yeah, I want to see her. I want what's best. So yeah, I'm prepared to go and meet with Pam, or we'll figure it out, Pam. Please text me back or whatever. I know you do, or and I think if we could just please, Sydney, get that communication. What was it called? A compass, was it?
Compass,
Yeah, if you could get that sorted ASAP and be on the ball with her, because she is so special and important. And if anything ever happens to her, I'm going to sue for Ava, because it's not fair. She's been through enough.
Look on the bad side, Becky.
No,
There's
positively,
nothing
it's going to, absolutely, but she's so stressed.
Positively.
Yeah,
We're going
Not
to
positively, Becky. She is a lovely young lady.
she is. She's going to do well. She's going to do well. My concern is if she is like me.
She's not. She's a bright girl.
Yeah,
She
she
knows
is.
what she wants.
Yeah, she's going to do
And
really
she's gonna
well.
move on in
It's my time to talk, Pam, eh? I'm telling you. I'm joking. No, but yeah, like positively, it's because I want to see her. Bear with me. It's my time, ladies, and I suffer with a bit of PMS. I'm tired. I'm setting up a payroll, but yeah, all that. But yes, I am. I can't wait to see her. I've told her this. She's been a bit slow with replying. I generally don't have any concerns about her apart from that. I want to see her, and I know she wants to see me. I know Pam does a fantastic job for, I've always praised you, Pam, for what you do for Ava. Absolutely, and she came out of my stomach, But yes, yes. So, but yeah, absolutely. That's all I've got to say. Please keep engaging, Sydney. Andy, I'll see you tomorrow with a chaperone. And Gail, please have a word with the teacher and just let them, I don't know what's going on in class, but
the teacher is aware
yeah,
of everything.
she just needs
full picture. So
okay,
and that's why she's allowed to come out of class.
Lovely.
When she wants, if she needs support, she just asks to come and see us. So
yeah,
and that's that's daily. That's not weekly. That is probably twice a day.
Okay.
Comes out for about 10-15 minutes. She has a cup of tea.
I bet she does.
We have a chat. She does. And we have a chat, and then she goes back feeling better.
Oh, bless her. Oh, that's lovely.
I am constantly updating Sydney. So
can you ring? Do you want to ring me? I've got a new number. My phone got smashed in hospital by staff, so all patients. So my number is